So this fight is going to determine if Sean Strickland still has that dog in him, or he's finally hit rock bottom and he's now trash and he no longer can compete with the top of the 185-pound division. Before we get into a fight, fans, make sure to subscribe to clock in and let's get ready to talk about some MMA. So Sean Strickland is supposedly going to go to war with Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, and do I believe that he will? No, I have never once seen Sean Strickland in a war other than the first DDP fight. That was a war. I'll give that to him because they actually went blow for blow and it was a really close fight. I'll give that to them. But in the second fight, we saw nothing. We saw zero activity from Sean Strickland. We saw 4 teeps, 3 jabs, 14 freaking parries. We saw nothing else. So every time Sean Strickland says, we're going to war, we're going to recess. We're going to recess because it's going to be a calm day, a calm sparring day. Nothing of war will be happening. How I feel like Sean Strickland thinks his fights are is the last 10 seconds of his fight. Because in his last 10 seconds, I will give him that. He does fight with spark. Like, he does exactly want to go to war. But the whole fight is doing nothing. A good example would be that Paulo Costa fight. The whole fight, yeah, jabbing him, kind of hitting him with the right, really piecing him up together on the feet, but would not say he's going to war. But on that one, the last 10 seconds, he dropped Paulo Costa. He's freaking throwing, running freaking high kicks, throwing whatever imaginable, looking like a drunk girl on her quinceañera when her parents let her take a fucking sip of liquor for the first time. But back to the fight. Who do I think is going to win? In my opinion, Fluffy Hernandez is going to put a beating on Sean Strickland. When I tell you he is on an 8 or 10 fight win streak, hasn't lost since they had the Reebok shorts. That was a long time ago. That was back when I think Conor McGregor was so active in the division. If we saw Fluffy Hernandez fight against Roma Delite, that was if I were to fight my nephew that's 1 year old. That's how it looks like. Bro bodied another grown man. You know you're getting whooped on the feet when someone puts you in a rear naked choke and drags you backwards on the octagon. You do that to your younger sibling. You don't do that to another grown man. And what makes it worse is that Sean Strickland is 34 and has not looked good. He looked good in that first DDP fight. The second one looked really bad. This one right now, his age is going to catch up to him. And this is when we will notice the noticeable drop-off in his career. And he will begin to get destroyed in the octagon. He's at an age where you no longer are going to get better as a UFC fighter. You're going to get worse. You're going to get slower. You're not going to be as sharp. Your head move is not going to be there. Sean Strickland has got knocked out before by Alex Pereira. But who hasn't got knocked out by Alex Pereira? So we'll give him that. Alex Pereira cracks a lot of people's chins. Pause. Sean Strickland really has been really durable throughout his whole career. Hasn't really got hurted much. And to think that Hernandez hasn't lost since we've had a Reebok shorts, it's crazy. That's back when the UFC had no drip. Those Reebok shorts were absolutely disgusting. You would never catch me in a UFC Reebok gear. Venom is on top and I will die on the hill every single day of the week and twice on a Sunday. Back in the day, I was honestly really high on Sean Strickland when he was going against Izzy. When he went to Izzy, I told a lot of people, he's not going to be a walk in the park. He's not going to just roll over and get submitted by freaking Izzy. A lot of people called me crazy. A lot of people called me stupid. But then when Israel Adesanya got his ass whooped by Sean Strickland, a lot of people called me a prophet. But his time of being an up-and-comer contender has gone and it's left already. He's no longer that fresh young fighter that won the championship belt. He is now someone who's getting older, who kind of doesn't have the same fighting ability as he used to. But that's okay. Fluffy Hernandez is fighting Sean Strickland to get a name out there, to maybe boost himself to the rankings, because he wants to be in those conversations of the Imovovs, the Kayos. He wants to get those, title shot names in there so he could maybe fight Hamza Chimaev. Do I think anybody is beating Hamza Chimaev in the division? Not even a chance. And I also think Hernandez has the better ground game, which is insane because Sean Strickland said in an interview that he thinks that his ground game is better than Fluffy Hernandez. Yes, Sean Strickland has a black belt. I don't know who gave him that fucking black belt. AliExpress, OfferUp. I don't know where he got that. Bro is not a black belt. We've seen him get dogged out on the ground by Kamaru Usman. Bro is not a black belt. Whoever gave him that needs to be arrested for war crimes against the UFC. In my opinion, I think Hernandez is going to be Strickland just because he's a younger, fresher fighter coming off a win streak, has the confidence on him. Just body Roman Dolidze. And Roman Dolidze is someone who's never really been bodied before. He got absolutely bitched by fucking Hernandez. You don't see average men getting destroyed like that. I can either see Hernandez winning by knockout or unanimous decision, but if it's split decision, Sean Strickland might take it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to win? Is Sean Strickland finally on the decline that we all think he is? But with that being said, guys, make sure to watch my last video on why Ryan Garcia's career might be a danger if he loses this fight of Barrios. Video in the description down below. Don't forget to watch and subscribe. With that being said, guys, make sure to uppercut that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.